Have you ever felt guilty for something you didn't even do? Maybe you've been shamed for questioning authority, or felt a pang of remorse for not meeting someone's expectations. What if I told you that guilt isn't just a personal emotion, but a carefully crafted tool used by powerful institutions to keep you in line? From governments to religions to your own family, guilt is weaponized to control your behavior. In this video, we'll uncover how this manipulation works, how you're being watched without even knowing it, and how you can break free. But there's a darker truth waiting. Stay tuned to find out what it is. Picture this. Every step you take, every choice you make, is weighed down by an invisible force. You hesitate to speak your mind, avoid risks, and second-guess yourself, all because of a nagging guilt that you can't quite place. You're not breaking any laws, yet you feel like you're being watched, judged, and punished. Now imagine the opposite. A life where you shed that weight, where you act freely, guided by your own values, not the expectations of others. That freedom is possible, but only if you understand the chains holding you back. Can you see it? Michel Foucault, a French philosopher, exposed the hidden mechanisms of control in his groundbreaking book, Discipline and Punish. He argued that modern societies have moved beyond brutal public punishments, like executions, to subtler, psychological forms of control. One of the most powerful? Guilt. Unlike physical chains, guilt works inside your mind, making you police yourself. Institutions, governments, religions, even families, cultivate this guilt to ensure compliance, turning you into your own warden. But how do they do it? And why does it matter to you? There's more to this than meets the eye. In Discipline and Punish, Foucault wrote, "The soul is the effect and instrument of a political anatomy. The soul is the prison of the body." This chilling insight reveals that your inner sense of right and wrong, your guilt, isn't just personal. It's shaped by societal forces to control you. By targeting your conscience, institutions create a prison you carry everywhere. One that's harder to escape than any cell. Think back to a moment when guilt stopped you in your tracks. Maybe your parents said, "After all we've done for you, this is how you repay us?" Or perhaps you felt ashamed for posting an opinion online, fearing backlash from the crowd. These aren't random feelings. They're part of a system designed to make you conform. Whether it's a family expectation, a religious doctrine, or a social norm, guilt is a tool to keep you in line. But who's pulling the strings, and how deep does this go? Let's find out. Why do you feel guilty about certain things? Is it because you've truly done wrong, or because someone else decided what's right? Who benefits when you feel ashamed for stepping out of line? Could your guilt be a leash, subtly guiding your every move? These questions aren't easy, but they're crucial. The answers might reveal a truth you've never considered. Let's break down how institutions manufacture guilt to manipulate behavior. In religion, consider the Catholic practice of confession. You confess your sins, feel guilty, and seek absolution. But the cycle repeats, tying you to the church's moral code. In families, parents might use phrases like, "I sacrificed so much for you," to instill guilt, ensuring obedience. Governments amplify this through propaganda, labeling dissenters as unpatriotic or immoral, making you feel guilty for questioning authority. And in today's world, cancel culture on social media acts like a digital pillory, shaming individuals into conformity with public outrage. Foucault's concept of the panopticon, a prison where inmates self-regulate because they might be watched, explains this perfectly. You don't need a guard when guilt makes you your own jailer. This self-policing is reinforced by moral audits, where your actions are judged against societal norms, often without you realizing it. Even gaslighting, where someone makes you doubt your reality, can induce guilt for things you didn't do, further tightening the grip of control. But there's a way out, and it starts with awareness. If you don't see through this manipulation, you risk living in a prison of your own mind. Every decision, every thought, could be shaped by guilt you didn't choose. You might avoid risks, silence your voice, or conform to norms that don't serve you, all because of an invisible weight. Imagine a life where you're never truly free, always looking over your shoulder, haunted by a conscience shaped by others. That's the cost of ignoring this truth, and it's a future you can avoid. There's hope. By recognizing how guilt is manufactured, you can start to dismantle its power. Next time you feel guilty, ask, is this mine? Or was it placed on me? Is it serving my growth or someone else's agenda? By questioning these moral audits, you can reject imposed guilt and reclaim your autonomy. This isn't about abandoning morality. It's about choosing your own. Picture a life where your decisions reflect your values, where you speak boldly and act freely. That's the freedom Foucault's insights can unlock. If this video opened your eyes, I want to hear from you. Comment below with, I choose to question my guilt to join the fight for autonomy. Share your story. When have you felt guilt that wasn't yours? If you want more insights like this, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Together, we can uncover the truths that set us free.